Alright, so the first map today is going to be Litmus. Every map... Oh, I need my... This guy. Okay, got the logo up. That'll block the replay progress. Alright, so the maps today are going to be Litmus, will be the first map. And then the second map, I actually don't remember off the top of my head. Let me have a quick look. Kind of need to get my stuff a little bit more organized. I kind of scrambled. I had in my head that I was starting an hour later. It wasn't until I looked at my own announcement. I was like, oh crap, I'm a little bit off here. Alright, so it's going to be Litmus, then Knockout, then Metropolis will be the map pool today. All the games today will be best of 3. But yeah, spawning here in the top right, we have our player Galio. He played against Blitzcrank. We saw he won his PVT 2-0. Looked very, very strong. It was pretty standard play from both players overall. And then Pantheon also had a PVT that he ended up winning, I believe, 2-0 as well. Man, I'm going to be honest with you guys. It is so hard because I know who the players were. This is part of what I'm worried about. I'm so close already to like calling them by name by accident. I'm like having to pause and think about it. So really, really hope I don't spill the beans there. So I'll just try to talk about the game specifically a little bit here. So we have just normal gateway opener from both players. So there's not going to be, or maybe it is going to be 2 gates. So we are actually going to get that 10-12 from Galio. So we are going to get some early Zealot pressure here. You don't see this super often on 2-player maps, actually, because you are guaranteed to get scouted early, and it makes it a little bit easier for the other player to respond. So, almost a little bit surprised to see that. Whereas Pantheon looking a little bit more standard, just going straight into the core. And we'll see if he wants to skip that Zealot or not. Hopefully, for his sake, he does not skip that Zealot. And there we go, we start that 14 Zealot, so that's at least good for him in this case. And here we go, probe gonna get in here and start getting a little bit of damage on these gas mining probes. Always kind of an annoying position to put your probe here, or like any of your workers really, because they just kind of get like pretty good, steady, consistent damage, and it can be a little bit annoying to deal with. But first Zealot gets out and actually blocks the scout. A little bit of a mistake actually from Pantheon not sending the probe a little bit earlier to guarantee getting inside before the Zealot comes out. And he doesn't know about the 3 Zealot yet. He's going to find out pretty soon here. And here he does see it coming. So Gun's going to want to come out and go straight across. We'll see if he wants to go into 2-gate or like what his response wants to be. And it's actually going to be a shield battery. Does get that Manor Pylon as well, does Galio, so that's kind of annoying for a red Protoss player. And this Goon's actually barely going to get out before the Zealots get here. But shield battery is going to finish. I mean, it is annoying for him. He does need to get this probe on that pylon, ideally. But with the shield battery here, should be able to hold pretty decent. But we actually let him get a lot of surface here and let him up the ramp. So this is a pretty big mistake by red so far. Going to take a lot of damage. And maybe a little bit of micro mistakes here. And yeah, this mining also getting disrupted pretty badly in the meantime. This is a lot of damage done, and you know, the shield battery kind of loses its purpose if they just get to come up the ramp like this, essentially for free. And any probe damage while also getting the shield battery force is pretty bad. So one probe going to go down, and a second probe even going to go down. Looks like potentially a third was one shot away there. And at least a decent drill, but I mean, this is already too much damage at this point, right? We've lost a couple probes, we made the shield battery, and we've had this pylon screwing up our mining quite a bit. And we see it here reflected in the worker count. Galio up 5 workers right now. So not ideal for our red Protoss player. And on the other side of things, this is a pretty standard follow-up. He's going to go up into 6 goons, and probably go into... Well, I don't know if he'll go Robo or not, but interestingly enough, we have a Stargate thrown down immediately. Not entirely sure what the plan is there. I mean, it can't be scouts. It's not going to be Corsair, so there's no tech. Are we just going to go straight to carriers? Red did push forward here, gonna take a few extra hits from these goons. And yeah, not really gonna be a good pressure there from Pantheon. And yeah, that's pretty brutal and pretty interesting response here from Red. I guess he's thinking he wants to make use of the double gas. So yeah, there we go, there's the fleet beacon coming down, so it is going to be one base carrier in a PvP. Why not, man? You know who actually tried this kind of recently, if you remember, was when DeWalt and Bonneth played on Death Valley. There was actually a very similar kind of build attempt there from Bonneth, where he went for that one base Stargate. But alright, Fleet Beacon gonna be finishing up. I mean, he's gonna be able to hold this high ground. There's no way Galio can push up here. And our first carrier is gonna be starting pretty soon. Here comes the observatory from Galio. And, yeah, I don't expect much is really gonna happen. Who is this, Moonrai? Could be Moonrai, huh? Could be Moonrai. Mediocre control, one base carrier, what do you think? And we're gonna get that observer coming out. So he's gonna get into his base and kind of see what's going on here. Just he knows it has to be something. It has to be something. But at this point, I mean, if I were Orange, I'd be suspecting that it's going to be Reavers, but you're also kind of thinking at this point, like, hey, where are the Reavers, right? We should be about, at that point, should be maybe trying to come down the ramp relatively soon. But here we go. Observer going to be coming across the map. And trying to see what's going on. Probably going to be, kind of wish we had cameras actually for this, so we can see the total, like, what the kind of moment. And it was a little bit of a gamble from Pantheon as well, but typically 10-12 is very rare that it's going to pivot into DTs. We are making that forge now, which I think will just be like a high ground cannon or something in case of DTs, but Observer goes to the front first to kind of see what's going on, sees the cyber core spinning, and kind of a low number of goons here, and here he's going to fly into the right side and see carrier, 2 Stargate carriers, sees one tucked in the corner here, so it gets full information of the weirdness that is going on here. And there's the cannon. I'm actually surprised when I made the cannon after seeing the observer. But just wanted to be extra safe, and here we go. It's going to be Citadel, shuttle on the way, and Reaver out, so I will say it might be pretty hard for Red to stay alive. Depending on, like, can he just... I feel like he can probably just push up the ramp with his Reaver, right? If we can get a Reaver to fire up the ramp. I know sometimes Reaver AI, though, shooting up and down ramps can be a bit of a nightmare. So give me 1 second. Alright, so 2 carriers out, carrier 3 almost done, working towards carrier 4. So, I mean, we're building up this 1 base carrier. I mean, they can be pretty good against goons. Goons actually aren't really that good at fighting carriers, unironically. Because of their slow rate of fire, they're actually pretty bad at killing interceptors. Like, surprisingly bad. Even though the damage is pretty decent. And yeah, here we go. The Reaver gonna come out, start chipping away at this high ground, and this is kind of the part of the game that I'm really worried about for Red. We got 3 carriers out, but it is a decent number of goons. We have a decent number of goons ourselves, though, on the high ground, so we might just be able to get the snipe here onto the Reaver and shuttle. And here we go. Gonna go straight for that shuttle. Looks like one of our carriers didn't really have any interceptors yet. And that's kind of the only problem right now is our +1 does finish up, but we don't have enough of an interceptor count. It was getting a pretty decent trade here on the goons so far, though. A few goons going down for orange. We did get one of our carriers very, very low. like, surprisingly low. And we're just going to back up. I mean, he is on that 2-base mining. We're taking kind of a hidden third here as well. And we got Dark Archons, boys. You know what that means? We're going for mind control. I really, really like that call. You know, as a BGHer, whenever I see people go carriers, my thought is Arbiters or Scouts, right? Arbiter is actually amazing against carriers, but Scouts also do very well themselves. But I think on low eco like this, Dark Archon makes the most sense. And here we go. Carriers coming out. They are going to snipe that shuttle, snipe the Reaver, and a few goons left over. And this is actually a kind of scary moment here for Orange. He is going to have a bunch of DTs out. Looks like the pathing. I mean, these like wacky 2-player maps, sometimes the worker pathing can be such a pain. And yeah, this is actually a little bit of a shame because I'm not, like, unironically, if we had an observer, I actually think Orange would be dead right now. But unfortunately, no observer. Gonna get our natural denied as well, most likely, if he's paying attention. Yes, he is. So goodbye, Orange. Paying attention there to his DT, so he's gonna deny that natural. And I don't think these carriers can get a whole lot done. They're not... Well, I don't know, actually. This isn't really a crazy amount of goons. Doing a pretty good job microing here at distance with his carriers. And where do these Dark Archons go? Are they in a shuttle somewhere, or... Oh, here they are. They're tucked here in the back right now. Man, if Red found these Dark Archons and got into this position, it would be insanely strong. Getting a little bit aggressive here with the carriers, taking some shots here, but trading really, really well. It is really unfortunate that he's not going to spot these back here. Maybe, actually, the interceptors do spot it, so if he goes for it right now, but I don't know that he's paying attention. It looks like he's not paying attention, and they're actually going to be able to get their energy for mind control here very, very shortly. Wow, this is kind of a sad missed opportunity for Red. I think he could have done, like, full tempo advantage here, but once 2 of these carriers get taken over, I mean, it's going to be the 2 carriers plus the goons here on the other side. And here we go, the Dark Archon's going to be coming up. I don't know if Red's been paying attention or not. They're actually still not quite enough energy, but he's not really, like, reacted to them at all yet. And here we go, energy finishing just in time. And there we go, 1 Dark Archon, 2. Mind control is going to go down. And now these carriers are going to be focused down on... Man, that's actually such a shame. There was so much potential here. And with that, I don't know that Red can win anymore. But that was, I mean, that was a cool moment. Like, that was actually pretty cool. What a normal PvP. If this was like normal PvP, I would love this. I would probably go back to Protoss. Bit of a shame, though, for Red. And now Orange is massively far ahead. He has a big goon count. He's got his Dark Archons getting more energy again. He has his own 2 carriers now. But, I mean, Red was doing such a good job of trading against those goons. He was microing pretty well at distance there. He hadn't lost a single carrier, killed many, many goons. And you kind of saw what I was talking about, right? About how... wait, we actually used the shield battery, so I'll talk about that in a second. But, you know, I was talking about how goons actually do really bad against carriers if you're microing them well, and that was a pretty good example of it. But yeah, I love the shield batteries. So part of what he just did there is he healed up his Dark Archons. So Dark Archons, when you cast Mind Control, it sucks up all their shield as well, right? But because he made the shield batteries, he's able to repair that. Does get one of his Dark Archons taken down, but I mean, he has a lot of goons here and his own 2 carriers, right? Does focus down the Observer, which is cool if we had DTs coming, but we don't. And unfortunately, I think Galio just too much economy at this point. And, yeah, he's got his own carriers, man. Dark Archon's also getting... They're about 2/3 of the way now to more mind controls. And, unfortunately, Red only just now getting up to his natural, whereas he doesn't even know about this other hidden base here. Yeah, kind of a cool strategy. A little bit unfortunate he wasn't paying attention. He did get vision of those Dark Archons multiple times, and honestly, like, getting down in this position here would also just be very strong in general anyway, right? It's very hard for the goons to fight, like, up and down a ramp and, like, over the high grounds and stuff, so... A little bit unfortunate. I do think Red had a lot of potential to win this game with this very, very kind of fun strategy here. Kind of shows you the power, potentially, of carriers in PvP. And here we go. Orange is going to be pushing into the natural of red. Going to get a couple storms down as well onto the carriers and just kind of soften them up. Storm also does pretty well against carrier just because it does kind of get the same range about as the interceptors. So GG going to be called right before we get a couple more mind controls. And Galio going to take the first game and go up 1-0. I'm going to go ahead and mute myself. I'm going to hand it over to New Ocean and Worse, a couple of very tired-sounding Europeans, so enjoy the cast.
I have all my excitement here for this. All right. Let's see what Galio... Wait, who won the last game? It was Galio, not the guy with the carriers, unfortunately. Although I would have liked to see that. So we have Galio in the bottom right and Pantheon in the top left, currently down one map. Did you watch the first game in the ocean? Did you see what happened? Or...
Yes, I'm awake since 3 or 4 minutes.
That's okay. So this yellow Protoss might be your favorite because he went 2 gates. And then he had to deal with carriers and he won, and he made Dark Archons just like you do. So this is the kind of game we're expecting here. I hope we get to see some of that again.
Crazy. But let's hope that he didn't mind control the other Dark Archons and feedback him, but could just mind control carriers.
I'm wondering if Red is gonna go for a 2-gate, because that pylon seems really close to the ramp.
It's a 2-gate. Take my money.
Yeah, this is a good 2-gate map, I think, especially because those minerals on the ramp, you can mine them for free. They have 0 actually.
Oh.
So, no, I don't. Nobody knows who the players are, Martin. But I am participating in the guessing part, so I have my thoughts, I have my opinions. But yeah, it looks like it's gonna be a 2-gate. We're actually scouting cross. Or maybe...
Ooh, but
maybe not, I guess. This is some very unique, esoteric builds that we're watching right now. I guess we're just gonna put down Nexus. This guy plays like fucking... what was it? The guy played in BSL by Axter, doesn't he?
the best are the casters, as usual. We were not good enough to play in the tournament, but we're happy to cast. Or maybe you are participating, Worst. Who knows?
Who knows? Looks like
Oh my
we're just
god,
gonna go back
End
to this.
Scout by Pantheon, man.
Yeah, this is yeah, he probably didn't expect this.
I think it's a stupid choice to do the End Scout as in PvP. What do you think about the End Scout?
I mean, he probably saw the fact that he got scouted so fast and he assumed that he has to be close spawn. But if you're wrong, and if you make this wrong assumption, you're not getting in most of the time. And that's quite bad because, I mean, brothers can just go one Zealot Citadel if they wanted to in this scenario.
You could go fast TTs, but he's going for 2 gates now.
Yeah. This Zealot, it would be hilarious if this Zealot actually did damage in a cross-map scenario. But it's getting in here, and the goon is not done. So let's see.
Ooh.
I don't know why we lost the pro, though. I wish that would have gone home. Good micro by Yellow so far. Just pulling the probes back.
Man, that's like a classic example where someone has the better strategy, the more luck, but the other one is craft-wise so much better.
Yeah, that was a good defense. It looks like the probe got in as well, so we're gonna see and know exactly what's happening. This is kind of an odd choice, I think,
but
because
Galio
it's cross
won
map.
last game. Crazy. Have you watched last game, Worst?
Yeah, I told him, man. That he played 2 gates, and then he had to play against carriers, and he made mind control. But my brain is really confused because I swear they had the exact opposite colors last game. It was red and yellow, but the other way around. Yeah. Okay, oh, it looks like Hilo's going for DTs. I kind of like that. And there is no Robo, and Citadel is already done. This might be a quick game.
It's
We're just gonna go for a third
even.
gate? No, this might be a Robo close to the ramp. Let's see. Oh, it is gonna be a Robo.
Nice.
Oh,
Radamus.
yeah, there is. I would say, if I had to choose, I would prefer to be yellow here every time. But maybe this timing can do something because we have to cut units here, and we're only on 1 gate, so we can only make 1 DT.
You have the dent.
Yeah, but this is 5 goons, 4 goons and 1 zealot against 5 goons, and we're only making 1 DT, so we're either defending here or we're sending it across the map. You can't
but
do both.
anyways, you have the expansion.
Yeah, that's true. You can probably just get away with the expansion.
I would take 10 out of 10. Like the one game where Azidahaki won PvP against Worst, he also played. Just oh my god, one has ranged, one has not.
Did he not get range? I feel like he must have. The Steve was not the fastest. Oh, we're just gonna cancel. Okay. Interesting. That kind of changes things. I guess the DT's gonna go across the map, but...
Oh, is he seeing it?
It doesn't matter.
Absolutely
he made an observer.
Yeah, but still he's clueless.
He does see it. No. He pulled the goons back. He's gonna block the ramp, so he must know. Wow. What a turn of events. I thought Yellow was doing fine.
He was doing fine until he didn't.
We're just expanding behind this, and I guess Red's gonna just go home here and accept the advantage that he has. And there's not much. Oh, we might go counter DT. That's so smart. I like that. Oh, I feel like that's how this game is gonna end. We're just gonna get. There's no way. Oh, he does make a forge. Wow, I'm impressed. Maybe I'm just too tired. I would never make a forge here. I would feel behind. I will just greed. You know, you have to risk something to get back in.
Yeah, but I think, man, Yellow is craft-wise really good. I mean, I have to like Red, man. Like Red is craft-wise really not the smartest cookie.
Yet, Ocean, man. You're flaming these poor players. You don't even know who they are. Who knows?
No, I like him. I'm a big fan. I'm just stating facts. Like his craft-wise not the fastest, the best, but man, his strategy is so good. I like him a lot, man.
Yeah, the only redeeming quality Red has is that he's winning.
But that's the most important one.
Yeah. I can't disagree. Okay, so we are gonna go into DT, but there's cannons.
The smart decision making and all, I would think that it's ranged, but ranged is like craft-wise an artist, so it can't be ranged.
The problem is, I've seen 1 Reaver in the last 2 games, so I don't know, man. And the last series that, I don't know, I guess, I don't remember which one of these brothers played against the 12 Nexus guy. Or if the 12 Nexus guy won. But anyway, there was another series in the round of 16 where we didn't see much Reavers either. So I'm pretty sure Ranger likes his Reavers, so I would be surprised if this was him.
Yeah, but I also was in the Gooseheaded Discord and was watching games of him, and he was raw dogging without Reaver like multiple times.
Yeah, well, I guess he's resourceful in that sense. Oh, this Albs is not gonna get away.
He's getting away.
Oh, wow.
Run, little buddy, run! Never look back.
Oh, you're just gonna take a third? That's crazy.
I like that guy, man. I like...
Oh, now... Holy shit,
Oh
it's a Dark
God.
Archon. this could be anyone. This could be all of South America right now. I've seen them do this all the time. I've lost too many people who did this to me off of these DT builds. We're just gonna feed back the High Templar, and he's gonna win the fight now because of it probably.
Or
But-
mind control the shuttle.
Yeah, that would be. I saw G5 do that once against someone, either ranged or doodle, and it's still one of my favorite PvP games I've ever seen. And just used the shuttle against him after he took it away. But we know there's no shuttle, so we're just gonna feed back 2 of the Templar. And of course, we're still ahead in workers, so really we could be doing anything. But I like the third base. It's an interesting choice.
It's also such a big position, like just taking the position alone is so helpful.
Yeah. This TT is so close to scouting this, but we're down on the low ground, so we don't actually know that this is happening yet.
And the
Oh, now we
observatory,
know.
everything is so smart.
I think the
He's
DT
bec-
walked up
and
there.
he's clearing 3 o'clock, nice.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
At least in my games, when you have an exciting middle game and then there's that one DT getting the 3rd or 4th probe. Are any upgrades coming?
Oh,
yeah,
we're
plus
just started
one.
plus
Oh,
1.
both. We have it
No.
on the left corner. Both are getting +1 right now.
No, red has +1 already. Yellow
Red
just
has-
started it. Yeah.
Oh my god, I like that guy even more. Let me tell you. Another Protoss that goes greedy straight for upgrades, man.
This
Love
is really interesting because I don't see a lot of people who play Zealot Archon with no Templar and like low goon count.
The
This
only
is-
one I know who is doing it is Bonneth, but it's not Bonneth Micro.
No, I know who this is now, but I cannot say because I don't want other people to figure it out, but I have an idea now. Anyway, looks like Yellow is gonna try and engage and fight instead, but we're down 40 supply. The Dark Archon goes down though, but we just don't have enough units, man. I like to snipe the target fire on the Dark Archon though, that was sick.
Yeah, Yellow is an artist when it comes to mechanics.
Yeah, I
Also,
guess you
really
could say
nice
that.
storms.
Yeah, some of these were good, but we're just microing 5 goons against 25 units, so not even.
It's not his.
so-
Yeah, but that's not his micro's fault. It's just
Yeah, of course.
game is straight over. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Man, I walk up to the absolute right game.
Yeah, you would
Also,
have
the
loved
fight
last
was +1 against.
one. Yeah, we just had nothing going for us. We were behind on every metric, sadly. And this might just do it. We're not even fighting with our entire army, but we don't need to. Half our army is just good enough to kite us out.
But nice
Mm.
focus of the Archon, but it doesn't even
Yeah,
remotely matter.
Yellow should be tapping out anytime here.
Man, that must be rough. Also the expanding behind it. Man, Galio is a good dude.
He's a good dude. Yeah, you can say that. We don't know who he is. Maybe he's not a good dude, but I guess most people are.
If
so-
my son ever starts, non-existing son ever starts to play StarCraft, I want exactly like
You want him to play like this
play
guy?
play as like Galio, man.
Dude,
good
if my
dude.
son plays like this guy, he's not making it into ESL. Let's just say that. But I
I'm
love his
afraid
playstyle. It's really entertaining.